My name's Joe Johnson, and I've been actively involved in research into natural remedies for over 20 years. If your son or daughter has Osgood Schlatters disease, sometimes called Osgood Schlatters syndrome, you need to really listen, because this crucial short video will directly affect you. What I've discovered about stopping Osgood Schlatters disease pain quickly is cutting edge, and it just might be the untapped resource that you've been looking for. I will show you how simple it is to quickly reduce or even stop your child's Osgood Schlatters disease pain, and just as importantly, how to switch on and speed up your child's natural healing mechanisms without the need for surgery and without risking your child's health to expensive, useless and even dangerous drugs. Now, Emma Williams, the health editor on this site, has urged me to share with you details of an astonishing discovery I made about Osgood Schlatters disease and pain. One that gets rid of your child's pain faster than you ever dreamed possible. Now, in plain English, you're going to find out what is actually going on in your child's aching legs. And you're going to see how easy it is to reduce your child's pain. So if your child does have Osgood Schlatters disease, what is actually going on? Well, think of it like this. Your child is growing up physically, mentally and emotionally. And on the physical level, the bones, the muscles and the tendons and the ligaments tend to grow at pretty much the same speed. However, it only needs the bones to grow at a rate fractionally faster than the softer muscles and the tendons and the ligaments. Then this can cause your son or daughter to experience extreme pain. These pains are known as Osgood Schlatters disease or syndrome. They usually occur in the legs, but they can occur in other parts of the body too. They can last from anything from a few days to several years. Your son or daughter's body can naturally heal itself and the pain will reduce very quickly. You simply need to stimulate your child's own healing mechanisms into rebalancing the fast-growing tissue that is causing the Osgood Schlatters pain. And unless you find a way to stimulate your child's healing mechanisms without damaging their bones' delicate chemical balance, then sooner or later they may end up being in pain for a very long time. So before I show you a simple way to stimulate your son or daughter's healing mechanisms, I want you to consider this. Normally, if your child gets Osgood Schlatters disease, their body's healing system will, albeit over a period of time, attempt to heal itself. But if they've been stressed or overworked, or they've taken drugs including painkillers and anti-inflammatories, then their body's natural healing mechanisms becomes just slightly weaker. And that is often enough for the healing mechanism to be interrupted or even stopped. And once their muscles and the joints become inflamed, then they'll experience aching pains all over. They may struggle to even play games or struggle to walk for days and even weeks. Some children with Osgood Schlatters disease, if left untreated, never walk properly for years. And to make things even worse, if you use painkillers or anti-inflammatory to kill their pain, they will have to swallow them, which means that the whole of their body's healing mechanisms is now shocked and weakened even further by the toxic, poisonous impact of the powerful pain-killing drugs. This is why painkillers and anti-inflammatories appear to work for a day or two, then the Osgood Schlatters disease comes back worse than ever before. And in case you're in any doubt about the danger of modern painkillers or anti-inflammatory medication, and are sometimes called non-steroidal anti-inflammatories, according to a recent report by eminent US doctors, and you can see the proof below, in the United States alone, the total number of deaths caused by conventional medicine, like painkillers, like anti-inflammatory medication, is an astounding 784,000 men, women and children every single year. That's 2,200 every day. So it's now evident that the American medical system is the leading cause of death and injury in the United States. And that's doctors saying that, nothing to do with me. So I was desperate to find a way of reducing and even stopping the Osgood Schlatter syndrome, at the same time stimulating your child's healing mechanisms into healing the disease as fast as possible without damaging your child in any way, without damaging the amazing biochemical miracle that we take for granted every single day, and it's your child's incredible human body. I've seen so many children lose their mobility and even their health, starting with simple conditions like Osgood Schlatter syndrome. And it's tragic and it's so often avoidable. And that was why I did my research. You see, children with Osgood Schlatters have been around for tens of thousands of years. They might not have called it that, but they've suffered from it. Now, pharmaceutical companies have been around for about 100 years, and they don't want you to know what your ancestors knew. So my first step in research is always to go back into history. And I have to do a lot of reading, and I don't mean the usual herbalist research books. I mean, whilst I can't reveal some of my sources, I have secret access to some of the best herbalist remedy books on the planet. And the books that are kept hidden away by rich collectors, private libraries, specialist reference libraries, and even drug companies keep these books hidden away. And I've also got access to books that modern science believes are not even worth looking at. Books written by people who've got zero medical qualifications. People who've lived in the wild and they've been practicing and learning the secrets of Mother Nature every single day of their lives. People who have had herbal remedies passed down from one generation to the next. Anyway, it was in one such research book that I found the clues to an ancient cure for Osgood Schlatters syndrome. It was in a ramshackle bookshop that I found, it was in Antibes in the south of France. I found a book, and this book was over 200 years old. Now, my French isn't that good, but fortunately, most botanical books are written in Latin. And whilst my Latin is poor, I knew enough to recognise the plant names. But I was puzzled. There were several herbs, interesting remedies in that book, but this one remedy, it stood out. The remedy I found was for young leg pain. And yet the plants I read about I'd never considered for use for Osgood Schlatters disease. I took notes of the types of the plants that we used, where they are found, the ratio and the mixture and the preparation and anything else that I could think of that might help me make this remedy. Now, of course, I'd heard of these herbs before and I've used them many times before, but I had no idea that once mixed in the right combination, that they would stimulate such an incredible pain-relieving effect and healing effect directly onto your child's aching muscles and bones. I knew that up till now that most natural remedies for Osgood Schlatters are nothing more than mild stimulant creams, which warm the skin, they stimulate blood flow to the area, but they simply did not affect the pain level or the healing mechanism to any degree at all. They sometimes did help a little, but for Osgood Schlatters, they don't work and they're just not strong enough. I expected my research to last 6 to 12 months, but I had a 100% proven remedy in 6 weeks. And I wanted to test it for longer, but my conscience wouldn't let me. Because every single young person with Osgood Schlatters was reporting amazing and positive results, sometimes within just a few hours. This remedy has proven many times to quickly reduce Osgood Schlatters' pain and rapidly speed up the healing time in the injured, aching muscles, bones and joints. So how do you use this remedy? You simply massage just a few drops, and it's a clear, pleasant smelling remedy directly onto your child's aching legs or affected area. And this will take you about 5 seconds. And you do it 3 times a day. I mean, they can do it themselves if they like. Many young people take it to school with them and massage it into their legs or their backs or their arms after physical education. Finally, you put a few drops onto the soles of their feet at bedtime, and that's important. And that's it, and it's that easy. then the speedy healing will begin. Their pain levels will come down very quickly, and they'll no longer need powerful painkilling drugs that slaughter their already tired immune system. I made the remedy so that it's simple and it's easy and it's convenient to use. It is concentrated, it's pleasant smelling and it's an oily liquid. It doesn't look like much, but boy, this remedy packs a wallop. They'll suddenly feel their aching legs, back or arms improving. Within a few hours of using it, your child will know their legs, back or arms are getting better. Soon they'll have their mobility back, they'll be running, they'll be playing, they'll be enjoying themselves just as it should be. And they'll be returning to health. Now this is a convenient and it's an easy to use remedy, and it means that you don't have to spend your day making expensive or time-consuming therapist or doctor appointments or discussing your problems with strangers in the drugstore. It's just a small bottle of a thick, clear, rather pleasant smelling herbal liquid. And it's a bottle so small it would easily fit unnoticed into your child's pocket or purse. And they can dab a few drops onto their muscles or joints during the day. Now, I plan to launch the remedy called Osgood Schlatters, Doctor, with advertising, fancy packaging and sending it out to my small network of distributors. But I never got the chance. Word quickly spread about the results I was getting with Osgood Schlatters, Doctor. Patients and herbalists came to my practice and literally demanded I make it for them. But it wasn't so simple, you see. I tested a lot of different herbs, and the only organic herbs, and I only use organic herbs, which consistently stopped Osgood Schlatters' pain came from the Middle East. Now, in these war-torn, struggling times, can you imagine how hard it is to import a shipment from the Middle East? To say my ingredient supply is fragile is a massive understatement. But I recently had enough ingredients to make 3 batches. Now I made each batch by hand myself. I measured, weighed and mixed the ingredients myself. I blended the ingredients myself. So I don't want you to worry about that. The Osgood Schlatters Doctor remedy that I make are of the highest quality. Now, I've handed over 2 of the batches to my trusted friend, Emma Williams. So if your son or daughter has Osgood Schlatters, then I strongly suggest that you get this remedy called Osgood Schlatters Doctor before the supplies run out, before you inadvertently harm your child with painkillers or anti-inflammatory drugs. I call using this remedy like an avalanche of healing, and that's for a very good reason. The way the drops of this remedy flood your son or daughter's legs or back or arms with hard-hitting but gentle healing herbs, and it's like experience an avalanche of pain relief around the legs and the back and the arms. And it's like I said earlier, this remedy packs a wallop. They will suddenly feel their pain disappearing. Within a few hours of using it, they will know they are getting better. But you must hurry, however. I normally only give this remedy to my personal clients and fellow herbalists. I've never once committed a single batch of Osgood Schlatters remedy to anyone else before. Now, Emma's begged me not to let the other herbalists or online stores know what we were up to till she had the stock. And now she's got that stock and it's going faster than even I imagined. So if you mess around or you order late, you might miss out. But if your child has got Osgood Schlatters disease, then that would be a horrible mistake. So don't let that happen. If you truly want to get rid of your child's painful problem and get rid of it fast, then this remedy will instantly give you the power and the ability to treat your child's aching body before it's too late. The result will be them being free of pain and being able to move pain-free once more. So have a good look at the testimonials below to see how this Osgood Schlatters Doctor remedy has helped other young people across the country get rid of their Osgood Schlatters pain. Now, this is your chance to benefit from a guaranteed supply of Osgood Schlatters Doctor. But maybe you've got a few understandable seeds of doubt, and that's fair enough, because after all, you don't know me. So let me put your mind at rest so that your child can experience this Osgood Schlatters Doctor remedy for themselves. You can try this Osgood Schlatters remedy risk-free for a full 90 days if you wish, and you don't risk a single penny trying this remedy for yourself. You've got a complete 90-day, 100% money-back guarantee. But in simple terms, the clear and simple truth is this: if this breakthrough Osgood Schlatters remedy doesn't quickly and easily get rid of your child's pain, that's it. Or if you're not completely satisfied in any way at all, for any other reason, then I insist you send the remedy back. In any condition, the bottle can be empty, and Emma will personally make sure that you get a fast and full refund for every penny that you paid for the remedy. No questions asked and no hassle. And you can keep all the bonus ebooks as a thanks for trying the remedy. So you've got my word on that. Okay. So how much will this remedy cost you? Well, I normally charge my clients $200 for an appointment, plus $170 for the remedy, because after all, it is handmade and it is organic. However, because you don't have to have an appointment with me, and appointments with me are pretty hard to get, plus I'm not in my offices and we're not using my offices, my staff and all the other expenses, I've agreed with Emma to give you 50% discount on this Osgood Schlatters remedy. 50%. That means you can get this Osgood Schlatters Doctor remedy for just $87 plus $5 shipping, and that's it. And that means you will save over $280 in total. And plus, as I mentioned earlier, Emma's literally manhandled me into giving you some additional bonus free health ebooks. And they're valued at $127. But that's to the first 100 people who try the Osgood Schlatters remedy. Now you can see details of those books below. But those books are worth more than you're going to pay for the remedy. So, this is the first time, and maybe the last time, that my Osgood Schlatters Doctor remedy has ever been sold for less than $170. $87 is less than the price of a course of useless and even dangerous painkillers. And it's less than the price of a visit to the doctor. So order your remedy right now, whilst Emma's still got it in stock and whilst you're still on this page. Simply click the link below. Emma will look after you. And if you have any questions about Osgood Schlatters disease or even the Osgood Schlatters disease remedy, you can write to me at any time. Simply click on the link below and Emma will get your remedy in the post to you today. I look forward to helping you. Bye for now.